Stoicism, as one of the most influential philosophical schools in the world, emphasizes the importance of self-control and emotional regulation. The Stoic view on emotions and how to manage them involves rational assessment and a deep understanding of human nature and the universe. Here is a more detailed explanation of self-control and emotions in Stoicism. Number 1. Emotions as a result of faulty judgment. According to Stoicism, uncontrolled emotions stem from faulty judgment, cognitive distortion. Stoics believe that emotions do not arise spontaneously, but are produced by how we evaluate and interpret situations. Negative emotions like anger, fear, jealousy, and sadness are seen as products of incorrect judgments about what is good and bad. Example: if someone is angry because they lost a valuable item, a Stoic would say that the anger arises because the person judges the item to be extremely important and irreplaceable. The Stoic would argue that material possessions do not have intrinsic value that should make us angry or disappointed. Number 2. Controlling emotions through rational judgment. Stoicism teaches that we can control our emotions by changing how we assess situations and respond rationally. This involves the following steps. First, identifying faulty judgments. The first step is to become aware of and identify the faulty judgments or cognitive distortions that trigger negative emotions. This requires self-awareness and deep reflection. Example: if you feel anxious after failing an exam, you need to identify that the anxiety comes from the judgment that failure is something very bad and devastating. Second, correcting faulty judgments. After identifying faulty judgments, the next step is to correct them with more rational and objective judgments. This involves changing our perspective on the situation. Example: you can change your judgment by recognizing that failing an exam is an opportunity to learn and improve, not something that ruins your life. Third, using rational techniques to control emotion. Stoics use various rational techniques to control emotions, such as alternative thinking, replacing negative thoughts with more positive and rational ones. Emotional distancing, viewing the situation from a more distant and objective perspective, as if you were someone else observing. Meditation and reflection, contemplating Stoic principles and virtues to strengthen rational judgment. Number 3. Practicing self-control in daily life. Self-control in Stoicism is not just about refraining from impulsive actions, but also involves mental and moral discipline. Here are some self-control practices taught by Stoics. First, self-awareness training. Self-awareness is the ability to monitor and understand our thoughts, feelings, and actions. Stoics emphasize the importance of regular self-awareness training to identify and control emotions. Example: conduct daily reflections on what you feel, why you feel it, and how you can respond better in the future. Second, focusing on what you can control. Stoics emphasize that we should focus only on things within our control, such as our actions, judgments, and attitudes. Things outside our control, like others' actions or natural events, should be accepted with equanimity. Example: when facing a difficult situation at work, focus on how you respond and solve the problem, not on others' reactions or the final outcome you cannot fully control. Third, applying virtue in daily life. Self-control also involves applying Stoic virtues in daily life, such as wisdom, courage, justice, and tranquility. Example: handle conflicts with a coworker calmly and rationally, try to understand their perspective, and seek a fair solution for all parties. Stoicism teaches that uncontrolled emotions are the result of faulty judgment, and we can control emotions through rational judgment and self-control. This practice involves identifying and correcting faulty judgments, as well as applying mental and moral discipline in daily life. By following Stoic principles, we can achieve inner peace, happiness, and a more meaningful life. As Epictetus, one of the famous Stoic philosophers, said, "People are disturbed not by things, but by the views they take of them."